What's going on, everyone? So in today's video we'll be talking about this new Dragon Ball Legends tweet which they put up a few days ago. And as you can see, it's another little teaser. So Legends are starting to do this more often, mainly with LF units mainly. But, well, LF sort of hint. So usually all these things actually indicate towards extreme characters, but it usually helps indicate towards LF. So we'll have a quick look at what it is. So it's just got all these little C's here, but then if we have a quick look here, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's usually most likely the Capsule Corp actual logo, so they can sort of narrow it down a fair bit. So I've got a few ideas we can pull up, and then I got one really like a big stretch, I guess you can call it, as a guess. So my first guess here would have to be this Trunks here for probably an extreme unit, because as we all know, he's got the Capsule Corp logo on his like jacket there, so that's probably one of the guesses. But the thing is, I don't know if they'd make this Trunks an extreme unit, because you think he'd most likely be more of an LF, but we already got one in the game. So I've got another theory on what it could also mean to do with this Trunks, which is this Goku and Trunks here. So as you can see, we've got Super Saiyan Trunks there alongside like Blue Goku. So what I think we could see is another extreme unit, like an extreme tag unit. We've had one before in the past of who was it? It was Gohan and Trunks actually from the future as well, but they're an extreme tag unit, so I could see them doing something similar to this as well. It definitely would help out a lot of their teams. I don't know how well would they'd be for a support unit. I'm assuming that's what they're going to be, a support type unit, so I think that'd be very hype as like a tag unit for an extreme. We haven't had one for a while, but we've only got one in the game so far for an extreme, so that's definitely one idea that I can think of they could possibly do, which should be pretty hype for an extreme unit. Their LF could be, yeah, I don't know who the LF could be, because if it's going to be from this scene here, it'd have to be obviously from the future Trunks saga, so it's a bit hard to decide who it could be, because we've got a lot of future units we'll have a look at in a minute, but we'll have a look at the other ideas I think could, well, possibly could see. So another theory I got here as well is we could actually get this, see this first form cell. Now we haven't got one in quite a long time now. I think the last one was Extreme Unit if I remember correctly. I can't remember fully, but we haven't got one in a little while, so I could see them definitely getting like a first form cell. Now the reason why I think this as well is because he came obviously from the future, from the Capsule Corp time machine, so I'm assuming that's what they could mean, because some of these hints aren't always completely direct. Obviously it's a bit of a stretch, but it also makes a lot of sense as well that we could see another cell. But then I guess that means the next LF would have to be probably a cell unit, but then we've already got a few LF cells. But my last big final stretch guess is Orange Piccolo. Now this is, I did see this on Twitter and it is a bit far-fetched, but as we can see here, he has got that little logo on the back. It's not a Capsule Corp logo, but it has sort of the same resemblance, but I highly doubt we'll see Orange Piccolo. I think they're going to save them most likely for anniversary, which come up in 2 months by the way for Legends. So depending on what this LF is, I'm going to do a video talking about if you should summon or skip, but I think at this point probably start to save for anniversary, but we'll go over that in a separate video. But this Orange Piccolo is definitely a long stretch, but if they want you to spend your CC, I think this is the #1 best way they can do it. Because Orange Piccolo, everyone just assumed we'd get him alongside Beast Gohan, but we didn't. We've only got the Power Awakened one, or Power Unleashed, whatever they call it. So an Orange Piccolo would definitely be very hype, but I don't think that would happen. This is a very fast stretch idea. But we'll have a quick look in game, and we'll have a look at all the future units, which I think is most likely going to happen. So I got the future tag pulled up here. Let's have a quick look at what we can see. So as I mentioned before, we have got this LF Trunks here, which we got from, what was it, 3rd anniversary I think. So I know it wasn't from anniversary, it was actually from Legends Festival, that's right. But we've already got this LF Trunks here, so I don't think this would be a hint and another LF Trunks. I guess it could, but it have to be from a separate moment, because this is one where it gets the Spirit Sword. So I'm assuming it have to be a different Trunks. But then if we go down here, where was the extreme unit I'm looking for? This one here, so this is the extreme tag unit I was talking about before. That I could definitely see them bringing back on the banner as well, but I could definitely see them do a Blue Goku and Trunks as well for an extreme unit. Whether they do it or not is the next question. I mean, that actually could just be the sparking unit or their left unit, but like I said before, the teaser they usually put up usually indicate for an extreme unit, so like either an extreme unit or a banner unit, so I guess they could just be a normal sparking banner unit. But then for the LF wise, that's probably the next question. I mean, it's hard to say who it could be because obviously we've got a lot of future units as we can see here. But picking which one could be the next LF could be a hard one. I guess I could give this guy an LF, but I know they already got one actually. Sorry, I forgot about him. It's where is he? This one here. So they already got that one. Guys, I think you hardly see him in PvP, so you sort of forget about him. But other than that, it's hard to say what other future unit they could do. I actually sort of hope it's not from future because I mean it's looking very likely, but especially this Trunks and Maya, they just got their Zenko, which I think they do buff future. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, attack future. So I think it is having like not 100% confirmed, like 99.9% confirmed it's going to be a future unit. So I guess what others could do? LF Cell, maybe, or like probably a first form cell actually. So I think this is the last sparking one we've got, if I remember correctly. So that's been a few years definitely. So we could definitely see a first form cell as a banner unit. But then who could be the LF is probably, you'd have to assume it's a Trunks, but I don't know who else it could be. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be Orange Piccolo because I think they're going to save him for anniversary or probably like a hype celebration at Legends Festival. So, and like Blue Vegeta, I don't think he needs one because I guess he's technically a part of Capsule Corp. But yeah, there's a lot here that they've already covered. I mean, for the next, well not next week, but the week after, Zenko could be interesting because I think the next future one that we could see would either be this probably Vegeta Blue here, which I can see getting his Zenkai soon, or it could be this Green Goku Black, which definitely would be very interesting. But see, they're not going to do a future Goku Black because one, it doesn't really fit the description of the Capsule Corp, and plus we already got an Ultra Goku Black, so I guess who else could it be? It has to be another Trunks. That's the only thing I can think of. But then what type of Trunks would he be and what would he have is the next question. Because we've got this one here, so we don't need the Gallic Gun one. Yeah, it's very hard to actually decide, and we just got this free-to-play one, a few weeks ago now? So I'd have to assume if we cancel them out, it's going to have to be another Cell unit, but we've already got this LF Cell here. But I suppose there's only first form, so maybe not a perfect Cell, so who knows, maybe we can do like a transformation cell that goes to like what do you call like buff cell, like when it gets all big and like self-destructs. I guess that could happen, but I think that's the only other one I can think of that would be like an LF sort of worthy, like an LF like legendary finished move, I guess you can call it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with that. It's gonna have to be an LF cell. But yeah, that's probably just today's video, guys. I just wanted a quick little sort of heads up on what it could be, like what the hint could be. We should probably see a reveals and stuff probably in the next few days, maybe 3 more days since this video gets uploaded. So usually the normal time frame we usually get reveals and stuff, and we might see like when the Hoi Poi is gonna finally come, because that was meant to come, what was it, last week or this week, but it still hasn't. So but yeah, let me know in the comments who you think we're gonna see next as the next LF unit, or the next extreme unit, banner unit that this is hinting at. But yeah, if you like this video and you want to see more, please leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all in the next one.